Now, this led to not only one, but two failed impeachments of the president. Now, so all of this just totally spoils any trust that we have in our federal government to actually use the FBI for the purposes that they were intended to be used for, which is, by the way, not to spy on American citizens. So the two purposes of the raid seem less about the National Archive getting information than it actually does about two things. And what other conclusion are we left with other than one? This is a fishing expedition to see if they can find anything that they can throw at Trump for the January 6th committee. As this thing comes to a close, they are desperate because they've done nothing to prove anything of criminal allegations against Donald Trump. And so they're trying to find anything that they can possibly do anything that they can find that will possibly stick against him. And then the other thing is this, and this is probably the more plausible thing, given the fact that the FBI has lost all credibility because they have proven to be Democratic hacks. More plausibly, they are looking to just put Donald Trump in the news in a negative way on a continual basis. And the reason they want to do that is because Donald Trump is most likely going to run again in 2024, and they are deathly afraid of getting him in office. Now, I have to step back and just give an aside here for a moment. If I believed in the deep state, if I believed that there was a cabal, a secret group of people who are hell-bent on trying to bend and twist the government to do what they want it to do, I would believe that they would do things just like this. That they would use the FBI to just create a news cycle, as it were, to continue to put negative press on Donald Trump so that he would lose any coming election. Now, why would I believe anything like that? Well, perhaps because some statistic of 90 or more % of the coverage of Donald Trump during his whole presidency, and especially leading up to the 2020 election, was negative. These people in the media and the Democrats, and I don't know why I'm being redundant here, but either one of these people, the media or the Democrats, they don't care about the truth. They only care about this. They care about making sure that they win, and they will do so at any cost. If you're not at least the littlest bit troubled by this, then it is possible that you have become numb to the 24-hour news cycle. You have become numb to the outrage out there in the ether on social media and the clickbait and all of those things out there. You've become numb to the proliferation of all of this information at your disposal, or else you might still be concerned about the fact that the Democrats tried to impeach Trump twice on trumped-up charges that were fabricated by the Clinton campaign in order to try to humiliate Trump and to keep him out of office so that Hillary could win. You might go as far back as to say that when Hillary was doing things through the DNC to try to keep Bernie Sanders from running, and when those emails were revealed, you might think to yourself that, boy, this party cannot be trusted. They're willing to do whatever it takes to win. But you might want to go a little bit even further back than that to realize that people like Woodrow Wilson in the past had no qualms about using the FBI to spy on American citizens.
Most of our history we didn't have those institutions. The FBI came in during the First World War, and interestingly enough, one thing that Woodrow Wilson did, he used the FBI to spy on American citizens and actually arrest them if they disagreed with his foreign policy about going to war in Europe. And isn't it interesting how recent they used it in the Vietnam era? Democrats used it there, and Republicans used the FBI to spy on 100 different groups in this country, including the churches, who disagree with the policy in Central America. It almost looks like the FBI was designed to spy on Americans who might be disagreeing with policy, especially the foreign policy.
If you had not become totally numb by the news at this point in time, then you would understand that the implications of a banana republic in the United States, because a Democratic Party is using not only the media, but also the legal arm of the United States government for their own political purpose, you would be furious about this. And I'm saying this to Democrats. I'm saying this to those of us who are Republicans, Democrats, and Libertarians. All of us should be alarmed by what just took place at Donald Trump's mansion. So you just got done watching a small excerpt of a much larger episode. You can find the link to that full episode down below in the description of this video. So you definitely want to check that out, because if you like that clip, you'll like the much larger episodes. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click that little bell to be notified when great new episodes of Anything Hurts come your way. Thanks for watching.